Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Son and Tim Show. Thank you so much. I'm Tim. I'm not Son, and you're Son.
I'm son, yeah.
Yes, and we're excited to get going and talking about this Bears-Texans game, but also just talking about all these feelings that are on our heart because the Chicago Bears are in a complete mess right now. So
Yeah.
we're ready to get going. Son, do you want to start it off, or how do you feel about things today? How you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great, doing great. Excited for another Bears game. A little nervous about this game because it's going to be the first time we face Deshaun Watson.
Dude,
Ooh.
I know. I
What are you,
know.
what are your thoughts on Deshaun Watson?
I was such a moron for so long because I tried to convince myself he sucks and he's overrated because I didn't really watch him play.
Mm,
He's on the Texans. He's not, as a Chicago fan, he's kind of off the radar compared to even the Chiefs, for me at least. So I
mhm.
just kind of made little excuses. Yeah, he's injury prone. He's not that great. Man, dude, I was dumb. And just to think about it, this season without his best receiver, he's having possibly his best season. He has no run game at all. He has he's one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's still going. And I'm reading this 69% completion percentage at game 12, 3,542 yards through there, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Hasn't had an interception in 17 touchdown attempts, 17 touchdowns total, and a 110 QB rating, which is like top 3 in NFL. Dude, his 3,542 yards, no Bear quarterback has ever had more than 4,000 yards. And this is game 12. He's got 4 more games to go. So he could have 100-yard games almost every game and still make it. Like,
He would be if his team had a better record, he'd be an MVP candidate, wouldn't he?
oh yeah.
You're talking about a guy who lost DeAndre Hopkins in the offseason. You're talking about a guy who now doesn't have Will Fuller, so his top 2 receivers are out, no run game, bad offensive line, and he's putting up those kinds of numbers.
Yeah, it's just insane. It's just insane. Like, and he's just like an escape artist, right? Mitch Trubisky would get out of trouble maybe a couple times a year, and it would be like, oh my gosh, look at this dude. I remember that New England game where he like escaped New England twice and then ran for almost a touchdown for it was like 70 yards on one side of the field. That's like Deshaun Watson maybe 4 or 5 times a year. Like, he's just like this man among boys who cut down all his interception issues from college, which we'll get into.
Yes.
And he just seems like he's nicely developing into an elite quarterback. There's concerns about his frame, right? Because he's smaller and his O-line sucks. But, and he is a dynamic quarterback. And so let's chat a little bit about the fact that he was there at number 3 overall in the 2017 draft.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's talk about that for a second, huh? Because it seems like there's some guy at the top who might have completely overlooked Deshaun Watson at the 3 position. I wonder who that would be.
Well, I mean, let's not worry about that yet because it's not like he wasn't right there. It's not like he just didn't win the title game against Alabama where he led a comeback drive in the final minute. It's not like he wasn't super calm. I remember I saw his video of that one of the final touchdown passes. And I was watching highlights, and I just saw him right after he did that play. He just kissed the camera, and it was just like complete composure. And I'm like, how do you, in one of the most important moments, just like chill out like that? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And apparently the Bears didn't even meet with him.
I don't even know what to say to that. Why wouldn't you at least even do your due diligence, knowing that he's at the time, if I'm not mistaken, the most decorated quarterback to come out of college that year. Am I not right?
You're right. You are totally right. This guy was a leader. He's exhibited it on a national level over and over again. His teammates trust him. He was magnetic. He was
So
He just had it all.
so wait, you're telling me the Bears didn't even meet with him?
Well, yeah, do you know that? The Bears sent a contingency. They send everybody out to Clemson's pro day.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you got John Fox talking to Dabo Sweeney. You got Ryan Pace there. You got Dave Ragone. You got Dal Loggins. All of them are there watching Deshaun. They didn't even really meet with him after. And I think you remember that tweet that Deshaun Watson said last year in response. He was like, the Bears didn't even meet with me.